In the cage, MMA, T-Mac now joined by Titan 21 fighter Isaac Enriquez, who will be fighting March 2nd against Emery McReynolds. Isaac, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been training a lot and just ready to fight.
Yeah, we just saw you do about a 2-hour training here at the Caveman Crew. Just tell us a little bit about how the training is going here at Caveman with Rudy Bears.
Oh, it's going great. I'm learning a lot of stand-up and jiu-jitsu. You know, his practices are long and hard, you know, so it's getting ready for Titan, so I'm looking pretty good, I think.
Now, how do you think you match up against Emery? Now, he's going to be probably the most accomplished wrestler you have fought on your amateur side of the career. You're 5-1. He's a 2-time All-American. How do you feel you match up with a guy with that kind of credentials?
Oh, I'm a pretty good wrestler. I feel, you know, strongly about my wrestling, and I've been working at HD with a lot of, you know, talented wrestlers, so I'm not worried at all. You know, it's gonna be a battle, so I'm not too worried about his wrestling.
So you're saying HD MMA, correct? The Jason High, LC Davis?
Yeah.
Now, who out there other than, obviously, LC and Jason are you working with?
Andrew Carrillo, Aaron Eli, you know, all of them guys helped me a lot with my wrestling. So.
And now, what weight will this fight be at? Because usually you fight at 135.
Yeah, I float around 135, 145, but this fight will be 140. So.
Is he the one coming down, or are you guys both going up to 140?
He usually fights at 35, but he decided he wanted to fight at 40, so I was like, all right.
That's okay with you? You don't really mind? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your 6th fight. If you beat a guy with this kind of credentials, where do you think that puts you as far as your fight career? Do you want to go pro sooner if you do really well, or are you still looking to get some more fights on the amateur side?
Oh, well, that's the conversation. You know, me and Rudy Bears have a lot. You know, he believes I'm ready to go to the next level, and this fight's going to show, you know, where my game's at, you know, what I need to work on, and go from there.
Now, this is going to be your 3rd fight on the Titan card. Tell us a little bit about fighting on the Titan card when you have such big-name guys like a Jorge Santiago.
Yeah.
You fought on cards that had Jens Pulver, people like that. How do you feel being on a card with other big-name guys like that?
Oh, I feel the honor. I feel the honor. I'm really excited for the opportunity to fight in those big shows, you know. I like fighting in front of big crowds, you know, show everybody what I got.
And so, being here at the Caveman Crew, you're a wrestler as your background, but do you feel your stand-up is the one part of your game that's improving every time we see you fight?
Oh yeah, definitely. Rudy Bears and Eric Fernandez have been working a lot on my stand-up, you know, and they've gotten it from where I didn't know anything to now, you know, that I can, you know, stand up with those guys. So I really, you know, want to thank Rudy Bears and Eric Fernandez for working on my stand-up.
Now, on the amateur side, is getting finishes on the feet kind of a goal of yours so that you can feel comfortable when you do go pro?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I want to keep it standing as much as I can, you know, because there's going to be times where, you know, my takedown's not going to work and I'm going to have to, you know, stand up and, you know, brawl. So I need to improve on my feet, and that's what I'm trying to do for this fight too. So.
Now, you said that, you know, determining on how this fight goes, we might see you go pro a little bit sooner. But how many fights, whether you go pro or not, how many fights would you like to have in 2012?
2012, you know, in 2011 I had, you know, 6 fights. So probably somewhere around there, you know, 4, 5, 6, you know. I don't want to burn myself out, you know, having too many fights. So.
And then are you looking to travel as far as like fighting outside of Kansas City, or do you feel more comfortable fighting on the shows like Titan and 108 and places like that?
Well, I definitely like fighting in town, but, you know, I want to get out there and, you know, get some tougher competition. So I would like to go out of town some, you know, and see what's out there.
Now, as a pro, would you like to be on the Titan cards? We said how you fought there. Yeah. This will be your 3rd fight, correct, on the Titan show?
Yeah.
Would you like to be on the pro side of a Titan card and maybe start your career in that realm?
Oh, definitely. You know, in the future, maybe, you know, Titan's a great show to be on. So I would definitely consider being on the Titan show, you know.
Now, you've said that you've trained at HD MMA. You also train here with Rudy Bears. Who can we expect to see in your corner on March 2nd?
Well, hopefully, you know, if we get 2 or 3 guys, you know, I'd like to have Rudy Bears, Eric Fernandez, and maybe LC Davis.
Yeah? So is HD, you're doing that part-time, but is that a gym you feel comfortable with and that you trust as far as in the fight they can give you, you know, the best type of instructions?
Oh, definitely. You know, they're great guys out there, and, you know, they're great coaches too, and I'd definitely feel comfortable out there. You know, I love those guys, and you know they've been improving my game. You know, so definitely.
And so before we wrap up, is there any training sponsors, training partners, sponsors, anyone like that, friends that you want to give a shout out?
Oh, I really want to give a shout out to, you know, Caveman Crew, HD MMA for, you know, helping me get ready for this fight, and also Nichols Painting. They're going to sponsor me for this fight, and also Jalco Clothing. So
awesome, man. Well, again, it's going to be March 2nd. You're going to see Isaac Enriquez as well as many others on the Titan card at Memorial Hall live on HDNet.